that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
In the pocket. Be patient.
Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Grabbed in the middle. It's Knight. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on a roll.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Mustangs look to do some damage in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw.
Shake him off! Shake him off!
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. On the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So BYU's defense will go on for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. How's he got to bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Because that was not good. Turn the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you balance that? How do you get started in this football game? You just make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job of being patient. I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that control passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened last time.
To throw, it's Hillstead. Receiver on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Sweet feet. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Makes the play. It's intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Scanning the field. It's Hillstead. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up.
Defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
Deep shot for the end zone. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to Pop with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle of this third possession. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Mustangs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He might want another play. They'll ride to my hand.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit. Trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
Lethal with the running back. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The Mustangs want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Just going to keep it at the snap. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. They can't get out of the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, recently, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that moment. Their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your leader.
James are complete to across the 40 out of bounds and the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for him.
Dropping back, it's Chadwick. He's got him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Has to keep it in the air. Slings it. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Mustangs are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to adjust the pattern.
what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass. It's Hillstead. Fires to the wideout. On target this time. He goes out of bounds and marked him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now a throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The give to the back. Running up to the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through. That's really helping out this offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down, when you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
BYU right back to the line. Wants to go up top. And the defense will corral the quarterback. Down he goes at midfield.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback the ball.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Applying some pressure. That's plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's make some good calls, offense.
Back to throw. It's Chad
this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Takes the easy play in the flat. And he won't quite get there. Boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground and trying to move the lead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to go. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. We've got a change of possession.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Looking down the middle. Just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the one. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On second and goal, they go right back to it. Touchdown, BYU! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. they're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right field. Nice job.
And the Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Get out of here with a W.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Mustangs will have it first and 10. Looking to throw, it's checked. Now he's going to break the pocket. Takes an easy completion. Inside the 15. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The gift to the 12. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's going to... That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
So many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Boise State was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times before in southwestern Idaho, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing is easy in college football. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw. It's his.
Kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22.
That's caught. It's Phillips. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down.
quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Here's the return. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
All right, let's control the clock here.
Wants to go up top and goes down. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner will field it and bring it back. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hagan. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The BYU offense headed back out the goal line attack. They started this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out like that.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they have to give them much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Hillstead. Here's the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back to the scoring line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. There he goes. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work.
successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Move the sticks for a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find it.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Back and throw, it's Chadwick. And downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. On the move, it's Green. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and the seams, holding them out of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the offense continues to run the football. Rushing touchdown from the running back.
All business today for this ball.